All right, we're going to cross over to my beloved Delta States, Asaba, for the inauguration of a high court complex. Former President of Nigeria, Goodluck Jonathan, Governor Sheriff Oborore are both there in attendance.
Your Excellency, our dear friend, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, honor at today's event. Your Excellency, my boss, my leader, the man we call the infrastructure governor, Elder Sheriff Oborore, to stand already established protocol. It is with great pleasure and honor occasion of our new multi-building. Your Excellency, the State Executive Council gave approval for this construction of High Court complex in Asaba in 2014 to facilitate the dispensation of justice and reduce number of suspects awaiting trial at various national centers across the state. This architectural marvel stands not only as testament of our commitment to justice and rule of law, but also for it. As we gather here today, opening of this magnificent structure, system in upholding the equity that innovate a good design, our unwavering commitment to the administration of justice to all our citizens. It provides a conducive environment for the administration of justice. Buildings, 6-floor offices complex, which comprises judges' offices, registrar office, ceremonial hall, waiting halls, changing rooms, archives registry, court offices, library, conference hall, staff canteen, and other auxiliary facility as prepared by Optimum Concept, the consultant appointed for the project. To Land Disco Project Limited in September 2014, and they mobilized to site September 10th, the same 20. Progress to completion now, ready for commission. Despite the numerous challenges, the commitment of the state government and the unwavering determination to the contractor paved way for successful completion by His Excellency Elder Sheriff Oborore. Finally, sir, the vision of this edifice will not be completed without adequate furnishing. Hence, the state government gave approval for the furnishing in April 2023 and was awarded to Wood Affairs in 2023. Once again, Your Excellency, welcome to Delta State, one of the peaceful states in Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you, sir.
Round of applause, please. This man not allow the judges to see the man. One of the judges that support this building, he saw, stepped aside. He is a father figure, Your Excellencies. I'd like to welcome the Honorable. Yes, I've been asked to call you. We know that it was in time of the Honorable Justice Smith we started this project.
Your Excellency, our former Vice President, former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you are welcome to Asaba. My brother judges, here led by the Chief Judge of Delta State, I recognize my brother judges, both serving and retired. The information about this inauguration reached us on Friday evening. I now called Honorable Justice Bozimo in Abuja. I reached Honorable Justice Okungbowa. I called Honorable Justice Smith. Honorable Justice Bozimo mandated me to speak on behalf of the retired Chief Judges. Your Excellency, anytime I have visitors visit Asaba, we take a ride around Asaba. When we are coming from the airport, we go through the Okpanam main gate. Driving through Okpanam Road, I say, this is the legislators' quarters. 29 beautiful duplexes where all the members are housed. Our present governor stayed in that place. I remember visiting you there. We now move into the Cabinet Road. Commissioners' quarters. Permanent Secretary's quarters. I'm told special advisors are now trespassers in the PS. Then, the governor's house. The point, there was nothing for us to show on the part of the judicial arm of government. That shame and reproach has been stopped today. You may ask, why did this? Let's say, without any fear or favor, it was not because of lack of fund. It was because of priority. The governor holds the yam and the knife. Knife can be a weapon of war. It can also favor you. So it depends on how the governor wants to cut the yam. That was how this project was delayed from 2014, retired in 2015. And in 2020, I confidently told my successor, she can confirm me, I said, Jai, you are going to commission this project. From the way it's going, it may not happen in my tenure of office. And today we give. Your Excellency, the Governor, I must appreciate you. It is on record that when you came into office, you visited here more than 4 times, not being prompted. We should have our interest at heart. So, I've been mandated to bring to your notice the following request. Your Excellency, when this project was started, the one in Warri also kicked off. But today, that place is a habitation for madmen, rodents, and reptiles. You have the resources to locate the place. It's now bushy. That was the place Ayorefe practiced as a lawyer, where he was discovered and became the CJ of Nigeria. That was the place E.K. Clark practiced. He was the secretary of the Warri Bar From there, he became commissioner in Benin, and today is a national statesman. It was in that place Okpoko cut his teeth as a young lawyer. Today, Okpoko is an institution. We invite you, sir, to look at that court and do something. Furthermore, sir, second request. Today, judges are living in their private houses. When we were in Benin, judges were in Okorotu Avenue in Benin. Today, apart from the CJ, who is in the former deputy governor's lodge, where I was quartered, no other judge is in government quarters. So we want to pray you, sir, that you amend your more agenda. It's an application to include the judiciary. We appeal that at least Your Excellency, we appeal that in each of the local government, there should be at least 2 judges' quarters. It's only Sapele now that has 2 judges' quarters. I built one, and my successor built one. One at Ugeli. Particularly, sir, in Patani, there's not one single block in the name of the judiciary in Patani local government area. In Burutu, nothing. In Bomadi, manager is there. The High Court there and the judges' quarter is in a sorry spectacle. Your Excellency, the courts we have today in Delta State, the one at Ororokpesa was built by the Okbemudi administration. The one in Kwale, Okbemudi administration. The one in Ole, Okbemudi administration. The one in Bomodi, Okbemudi administration. So today, going to 33 years this state was created, this is the first architectural edifice in favor of the judiciary. So, Your Excellency, we are grateful. It is better to be late than be late. Furthermore, sir, in Nigeria, it is very easy for our policy holders and leaders to formulate policies on white paper. But the issue is the implementation and sustenance of the implementation. I humbly appeal to you, sir, that the maintenance of this building should attract very robust funding to enable the chief judge maintain it. Like the EFCC quarters in Abuja. Julius Berger built it. They are still maintaining it tomorrow. They have an office there. So there must be sufficient funding. The maintenance should not be left to the whims and caprices of memo to be approved. There should be running cost for the CJ to maintain it. Finally, sir, I must thank you for this invitation. May God give you the wisdom. May God give you the good health to lead us. Thank you very much.
Each time a judge is given an opportunity to speak, it tends to arrive at passing a judgment. My Lord, thank you. Let's put our hands together once more. Your Excellency, I've been told that from the National Assembly, one of them will bring a goodwill message. Eventually, he is a lawyer, and when he's done in the store as a lawmaker, back to his legal. I've been asked to invite you for a very brief goodwill message.
Your Excellency, our father, the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. Our able governor, Right Honorable Sheriff, the performing governor of Delta State, the governor who is making life better, sweeter, enjoyable, all with small agenda. If you look at the program there, even those who are not supposed to benefit are really benefiting today. If you go down the program, you can see 20 SUVs. That tells you how life has become very, very easy for every Deltan. That shows you that Delta is in a very safe hands, as we can witness today. Your Excellency, the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, like we had a very peaceful tenure in your time. I must here. Delta State happens to be one of the safest states to be. If you look at the airport, you would have monumental buildings, very high-rising buildings. That is different sports, different hotels, different places where Delta State is becoming a place of relaxation. Every weekend, you come to Delta State, it's full of activities. Even weekdays, you find conferences here and there. The meaning of it is that times have changed, and the times have changed for the best. That is what we're experiencing today. Truly, when you see more agenda in the television, it is truly more. Before the celebration of 1 year in office, empowered over 3,000 individuals who are private business to enrich them because story. And God bless you. We are praying for you that you are going to do. We are expecting more because very bold that more is what you should expect. But we believe that God enabling you, God empowering citizen, every nook and corner, the more. I'm so glad, having started as a lawyer before into the parliament, that what was that technology, like the former appears you are reading the mind of the governor or the memo of that edifice will be managed by seasoned engineers. So I think you read the memo. No. So coming to repeat it here is that you saw I'm sure the memo leaked to you. The God truly, all you have said is part of the things which we are doing today. We have not come to do once and for all show, but what we have come to do is enduring legacy that we are commissioning today. It's enduring legacy, a legacy that will keep enjoying. It will become a point of reference to other states to copy. The other things, I'm glad to be here. And Mr. Former President, with what is happening in Nigeria, and you see youth, you see women, you see men, everybody come and take a catch of you. It shows that there's no risk in Delta because this is the governor who have come, and civil servants are truly happy with him. Civil servants are smiling with him. If they are not smiling for the leave bonus, they are smiling for the promotion bonus. For one thing or the other, they have something good to say about the present governor. And I must say, like the governor said, this project was fast-forwarded by the former governor, who also is unavoidably absent. But I know that with the pace with which introduced this project, that is why we are all here to smile and to cherish today. That is to say, today is the day the Lord have made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you, and God bless everybody.
Thank you very much, Honorable Victor, Uncle of the House of Reps. Your Excellency, permit me to acknowledge members of the entourage of His Excellency, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR. We have here His Excellency Labara Marco, former Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State and former Minister of Information. Your Excellency, you're welcome. We also have here Honorable Ishaka Bawa, former Chief Whip of the House of Representatives is here with us. We have Honorable James Tobias, former Commissioner for Education in Bayelsa State. And of course, we have Architect Baba Isimi and Mrs. Benedicta O. Please, a round of applause for all of them. Your Excellency, permit me now to invite for the remarks of the Honorable Chief Judge of Delta State. Permit me to invite my Lord, Honorable Justice Tessie Diaye. Please, a big round of applause.
Your Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Oborewori, the Governor of Delta State, my Lord, the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwola, GCON, represented on this occasion by Honorable Justice Bolaji Yusuf, JCA, the presiding justice of the Court of Appeal, Asaba Division. Permit me at this stage to deem all protocols as duly observed. This is the day the Lord has made. We shall be glad and rejoice in it. It is on this joyful note and with a deep sense of appreciation to God Almighty, who makes all things possible at his own appointed time, that I welcome your excellencies and our distinguished guests to the official commissioning of the new High Court Headquarter Building, Asaba, today, the 4th day of June 2024. It is one of the activities slated for the marking of 1 year in office of His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Oborewori-led administration. Psalm 127 verse 1 says thus, except house, they labor in vain that build. This verse captures in essence the dream, hope, and actualization of this beautiful 5-story ultra-modern High Court building, which is being commissioned on this occasion. The history behind this magnificent edifice dates back to August 1991, when Delta State was created out of the defunct Bendel State. Some new state capital, the only available and suitable building for use as an administrative headquarters of the newly created state Old Appeal Building, constructed during the Royal Niger Company era, situate along the single-lane Nebisi Road, Asaba. This was where the only judge in Asaba Judicial Division was sitting for the creation of Delta State. The headquarters of the High Court of Delta State was therefore located in this building. It served as the Chief Judge's Court and Chambers, the Chief Registrar's Office, the Deputy Chief Registrar's Office, the High Court Registry, and the office for all other administrative staff. It was not until sometime in December 2021 that a rented apartment was secured behind the Asaba Township Stadium, now Stephen Keshi Stadium, and the administrative staff moved to this location. This period was challenging for all: the support staff, court users, and legal practitioners. Ab initio, there was the need for a modern High Court building in Asaba, similar to the one in State from which Delta State was carved out. In 1992, following the creation of Delta State, the federal military government awarded the contract for the construction of the High Court of Justice headquarters. The building comprised just 2 courts and a few offices. Also awarded at this time were contracts for the construction of the old Delta State Secretariat building for the executive and the old Delta State House of Assembly building for the legislative arm to enable the three arms of government of the young state commence the business of governance. The High Court of Justice building was completed and commissioned on 24th September 1993. The keys to the building were passed on to the administration of the late Honorable Justice James Omwagege, then the Chief Judge of Delta State, in 1994. The contract for the furnishing was not immediately awarded, which meant that it could not be put to use until early in 1998. The building is the one standing to my right now. From this date, the Chief Judge and one other judge sit in these two courts, while other judges sit at various locations in the state capital. For almost 20 years after the creation of Delta State, all crucial departments in the headquarters operated at great cost to the government from different locations and far away from the leadership. While the High Court of Justice was going through this phase, two new modern State Secretariat buildings and a new Delta State House of Assembly complex have been built, commissioned, and put to use. I must confess that at that stage, the judiciary felt like an orphan. The dream of every successive chief judge since the creation of Delta State is to have a befitting headquarters which can accommodate all judges and support staff in one place. The first attempt at constructing a second High Court building at the present location where this magnificent building is now standing commenced in 1999 during the tenure of late Honorable Justice MCU Auditor as the Chief Judge of Delta State. The contract was awarded by the administration of His Excellency Chief James Onanefe Ibori. While still under construction, the building was redesigned into a two-story structure to accommodate more court halls and offices. The expansion and modifications introduced into the building was not accompanied by adequate reinforcement of the foundation to withstand the load introduced additional superstructure. This resulted in the collapse of a section of the building. The project was suspended and the building was eventually demolished. A commission of inquiry was set up by government, and some officers involved in the supervision of the project were sanctioned and the contractor blacklisted. On the 4th day of September 2014, the government of His Excellency, Dr. Emmanuel Eweta Udwara, awarded the contract for the, in quotes, construction of the collapsed, uncompleted High Court Complex Asaba, unquote, to Ladis Gold Projects Limited. In a few months, the building would have been celebrating its 10th year anniversary under construction. But for the enthusiasm and commitment of the immediate past administration of His Excellency Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa, CON, which saw the building making appreciable progress towards its completion, and the similar zeal and commitment shown by His Excellency, the present governor. Shortly after being sworn into office, on the 20th of May 2023, as the governor of Delta State, His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Oborowori paid a walking visit to the High Court building project on the 23rd day of June 2023 to carry on an on-the-spot assessment of work done. During the visit, His Excellency painstakingly toured the entire building, made some observations and valuable contributions in several areas inspected, which required attention so that the building would stand the test of time. While urging the contractors handling the project and its furnishing to double their efforts to achieve the completion within the shortest time frame, His Excellency stated the firm commitment of his government to adequately fund the project, he equally emphasized the need to deliver quality work. Subsequent working visits were undertaken by His Excellency on the 31st day of August 2023, and more recently on Friday, the 28th day of April 2024. In each of these visits, His Excellency demonstrated immense goodwill, financial commitment, and moral support necessary for the actualization of our dream of a High Court complex befitting of a state capital. At the last visit, I hinted His Excellency of the urgent need for the provision of internet access and other critical IT facilities in the building to enhance the e-filing court process and e-payments for services rendered by the High Court of Justice. This request was necessitated by the fact that soon after this commissioning, the 6 high courts in Asaba Judicial Division will move into the building, and with the phasing out of the manual filing of court processes in Asaba Judicial Division since 26th day of October 2023, the business of the court will grind to a halt if the internet facilities are not installed. Without any hesitation, His Excellency acceded to the request. I am most grateful, Your Excellency, for your prompt attention. I am highly elated and feel extremely privileged as the Chief Judge, upon whom destiny has bestowed the duty of reviewing the long history of this flagship building and to present same for commissioning. Standing solidly before you on the grounds of the partially collapsed and demolished High Court building, a project which started in 1999, some 25 years ago, is now an ultra-modern 6-floor edifice with 6 court halls and chambers. The building also houses a ceremonial court hall, conference halls, a Zoom room, a computer lab, administrative departments, a business center, a witness room attached to each court, a staff canteen, a lawyer's common room, and a holding cell for male and female, where defendants produced from custodial centers are to be kept before being taken to individual courts for trial. The 6 courts and departments are fully equipped with modern facilities, suitable and conducive for court sittings and other business of the court. The building is equipped with 5 lifts or elevators located in strategic places to serve the public, court staff, court users, counsel, and judges. It is equipped with a multi-split air conditioning system, which allows for general or partial cooling of the building at any time. There is a 350 kVA generator installed to power the building during the day or working hours, and a 150 kVA generator for use at night when the load demand is expected to be low. All the courts have public address systems and virtual hearing facilities. During the last inspection visit, I mentioned earlier, His Excellency assured us that the Independent Power Project will supply electricity to the building upon being commissioned. Again, I am happy to announce that the promise has been fulfilled. Today, we gather here on this auspicious occasion to celebrate the commissioning of this monumental edifice, a magnificent testimony of our enduring commitment to the pursuit of justice and excellence in the judiciary. As Chief Judge, I am deeply honored to stand before you, surrounded by individuals whose dedication to the cause of efficient and effective justice delivery has shaped our society and enriched our collective understanding of justice. That dedication and commitment have manifested in this joyous occasion we are witnessing today. The significance of this moment cannot be overstated. The 5-story High Court complex stands as more than just a structure of steel and stone. It is a testament to our shared values and aspirations. It embodies the ideals of how a court of justice should be. It is built to provide a conducive and enabling environment needed for the business of dispensation of justice, which is the core mandate of the judiciary. A court of justice in the 21st century must be decent. It must contain facilities and infrastructures capable of assisting judges and support staff in achieving optimal performance in the discharge of their duties.
You're watching Arise, the world's standout news channel. Proudly independent for more than a decade. Always bold, always fresh. Winner of several awards, local and global. Winner of TV Channel of the Year from peers at the Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria Awards. Winner of an Emmy from America's National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences. Still, we're changing the conversation to make sense of your world. We'll do it together, because now more than ever, you need a clear voice to guide you home. Arise News, awards, and beyond.
It all starts with a bell. And that bell means it's business time. The bell rings in London, Lagos, Cairo, and Joburg, kicking off a new day of opportunities. New idea being born and bought, deals being done, big global players winning big or losing it all. IPOs, mergers, takeovers, stocks, bonds, and commodities. In the business world, the winner takes the spoils. In the business day, every moment matters. Trust us to be your guide to the highs and lows of the global marketplace. We will round up the business day with up, what's down, the bears and the bulls, and what to watch out for. This is Arise Exchange.
To January 2011. I'm sorry. Okay. For their lordships' immense contributions during the negotiations which led to the award of the initial contract which preceded this project. My lords, we are grateful. His Lordship, Honorable Justice Zai Smith, the Honorable Chief Judge of Delta State from January 2011 to May 2015, superintended over the groundbreaking ceremony of the project and was instrumental to its commencement. My Lord, we remain indeed most grateful. Our sincere appreciation goes to my predecessor in office, Honorable Justice Mashalu Mukoro, life bencher, the Honorable the Chief Judge of Delta State from May 2015 to May 2021, during whose tenure the project progressed to an advanced stage. I must place on record the contributions of many other personalities, such as the Secretary to the State Government, the past and present Honorable Commissioners for Housing, officers of the Ministry of Works, Housing, and Finance, the Accountant General of the State, architects, builders, and others who brought this vision to life and whose generous support fueled our ambition to its logical conclusion. We owe you all a debt of gratitude for your collective inputs, which resulted in the realization of this monumental achievement. On behalf of the judges and staff of Delta State Judiciary, I congratulate Your Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, on your remarkable achievements in just 1 year in office. With Your Excellency's unflagging pursuit for excellence and to better the lot of Deltans, I am confident that by this time next year, we will have many more pleasant surprises awaiting us. I pray that the Lord will keep Your Excellency in good health and give you the wisdom to actualize your dream for Delta State. I most especially thank and welcome Your Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, GCFR, the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, for making out time out of Your Excellency's busy schedule to commission this building. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, thank you for honoring us with your presence today. I pray that God will grant us all journey mercy as we return to our respective homes. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Honorable the Chief Judge of Delta State, Honorable Justice Tessie Diaye, with that Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to take a breather for some form of entertainment. It's going to be very brief. Actually, the Delta State Council for Arts and Culture troupe, they prepared a very special package for His Excellency, the former president, and of course his entourage and other guests, about 15-20 minutes. But for want of time, they have abridged that package for about 5 minutes. So I'd like to invite the Delta State Council for Arts and Culture troupe as they take the stage. Please, a big round of applause for them.
Over the past year, Delta State has experienced significant development under the leadership of His Excellency, Right Honorable Elder Sheriff F.O. Oberowori. From the groundbreaking infrastructural project to enhancing the everyday life of our citizens, his commitment to the overall development of Delta is unwavering.
And do you also know that as a result of this governor's peace initiative, Delta State is 100% peaceful and investor friendly? And do you also know, where should we start from? How can we begin to count this? A good governor, a man of the people, the man that knows what the people want. Can you see? The fine man, the man like no other, the Ukodo, the governor of...
Now he make all Deltans, they say, if not be sheriff, nobody feel run on for us. Isharifi, wagini favare, sawatiru suwa, wagini favaro, ikwari data, ayi waro wae, ugolo foro karoto, ikwanaro, ijo, yanyama wayare. Make the rice not cold. Let them not finish the rice. You see the celebration? In water. In water. Now, but this man don't try you. Oh, she not ordinary you. Hey. This one work on a fine like this, so I beg. Where on they go?
You should be say where we they go. You don't know what they happen for Delta State. You get eye, but you know they see. We they go enjoy with governor.
They go enjoy with governor. I bet what the governor don't do now where reach enjoyment.
Who should be say what the governor do? So you know they see what they happen for Delta State. My sister be answer for me.
Oh yeah, they come. Come make I tell you. During the campaign, governor come promise to give Delta, Worry, and its environ a facelift. As I dey talk with you so, flyover projects, it dey go on for PTI Junction, DSC roundabout, NRA Junction end, and at the giant construction company, now they run on Julius Vega.
Cover your mouth. We are here to celebrate the man who have promised to affect the youth positively. A man who employed over 3,000 teaching and not teaching workers. Over 50,000 youth has benefited from the employment initiative. What more do you want to hear?
I beg, don't mind now. This same governor, what would they talk about? Hey, maybe the traders. Governor give 500 million naira for over 5,000 deltas where the traders as grants just to boost their business. I beg, person where they do all these things. What do you want here again? Now be better person he be. And what's
I beg you, make una relax here waiting I won't talk. You never hear anything, no? This is our governor and our road master. He don't build 76 road where amount to 172 kilometers. And even drains, all of them where amount to 30 kilometers long. In fact, waiting again you won't hear. This is our governor and a person with no road. Where Sabi something.
Shall you ask question? Now answer you go get. Oh, now no say this our governor, a man after my heart. I like better thing, I swear. You know say the governor only 1 year when he enter position. All the areas where accumulate, he pay all of them. He not even end for there. He start to share 10,000. What? For 3 months. August, September, October. Now he pay all this money. Because of this removal of fuel subsidy. Now he got a support also. Not be smart, this our governor too.
He don't do. Make una no use achievement. Call give me PDP. I be waiting there they call her. Oh BP, forgive me. I don't want use achievement. Call give me. I beg. Make una no vessel. This una governor na magician he be. Just only 1 year. Now this man they do all this thing when una can. I beg. I be one jackpot from Delta State. But we waiting at the season. I go nowhere. I die here. You see the matter? If this man do this thing for 1 year, now we say the next 8 years, the Delta State will be United States of Delta. We need to celebrate her. Ijoma say, Sedi aye,
mi area. Isarifika ni ritira ni bebuge. Isarifika ni ritira ni bebuge. O shakura urobo. Sarifio, Sarifi, 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 Sarifio, Sarifio, ayo, Dimarima, 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 Otelio, 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 Sarifio, Otelio, 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 Uraputelio, Otelio, 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 ayo, Urabamilu Wato. Oh, Sakura!
Thank you. Please, let's appreciate them. Put your hands together for them. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's wind down now, please. Thank you. Please, let's wind down. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, please. Thank you. All right, thank you. All right. The award-winning Delta State Council for Arts and Culture Troupe. Wonderful performance. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you. Put your hands together one more time for them. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor and privilege to introduce the remarks of the Honorable the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwola, GCON, here ably represented by the Presiding Justice of the Court of Appeal, Asaba. Let's welcome Honorable Suf with a big round of applause, please.
Your Excellency, sir, President Ebele Goodluck Jonathan, former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, Governor of Delta State, I will not attempt to call the name. The Honorable Speaker of Delta State House of Assembly, the Justices of the Court of Appeal here present, retired and serving, the Chief Judge of Delta State, Judges of Delta State, the President of the Customary Court of Appeal, pardon me, please permit me to adopt the protocol already established. I stand here in dual capacity. First, as representing the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Honorable Justice Olukayode Ariwola, and then as the Presiding Justice, Court of Appeal at the Asaba Division. The Honorable Chief Justice of Nigeria instructed me to present his apology to the governor, the government, and the entire people of Delta State. He said he would have loved to utilize the privilege to be part of this historic occasion, but for forces beyond his control. That he is happy with the government and the people of Delta State for finding it worthy to provide this magnificent building as a temple of justice for the Delta State people. That no doubt this temple of justice will assist the judges in this state to administer justice to all manner of men and women without fear or favor. That the need for conducive environment, the need to embrace technology, and the need to provide modern facilities for the judiciary to enable them and to empower them in their task of administering justice cannot be overemphasized. And of course, this magnificent temple of justice will go a long way in assisting them to do that. He says he appreciates the government and the people of Delta State and hopes that this will serve as a trailblazing and as an inspiration to other state judiciary to emulate and copy and see the need to create an enabling environment for the judiciary to perform their duty. He sends his appreciations on behalf of the entire judiciary of Nigeria and the judiciary of Delta State. And I follow suit. The judiciary is indeed very grateful to the government and the people of Delta State for this magnificent temple of justice. And we hope this will not be the end. And we hope the state government will continue to include judiciary in all their programs and in all their efforts to uplift the standard of living of the Delta State government and its people. Thank you. And God bless Delta State and Nigeria.
Please, let's put our hands together once more for my Lord, the Honorable Justice Bolaji Yusuf. Your Excellencies, let me state here that any sentenced from this building will be glad to go to jail because the building is beautiful. May I now have the honor and privilege to bring up the man when he was inaugurated last year as governor of Delta State, came up with very robust agenda. On assumption, he ensured that primary school teachers were engaged. To be precise, 3,411 teaching and non-teaching staff for our primary schools. He also made 5.5 billion naira promotion benefits that civil servants were entitled to. He paid all. He also ensured that 40 billion naira pension monies for local government pensioners paid. I think you should be clapping for this man. He also constructed, he's also constructing, having invited Julius Berger, the construction giant, to the Warri-Uwie axis to build 3 flyovers and modify some of our roads over there. Your Excellency, Mr. President, like you did in the second Niger Bridge, God bless you, sir. Your brother, the governor of Delta State, is doing same in Warri. In his first year in office, he has given both software and hardwares for Deltans to move forward. Only recently, the DKs empowered a total of 110,841 persons, receiving one level of monies to another. He now moved on. The Ministry of Humanitarian Services and Girl Child also empowered over 5,000 businesses through the More Grant Scheme. Your Excellency, I want to tell you that while he was Mr. Speaker, it is on record that he returned 500 million naira back to the Treasury unutilized funds. No wonder when he came on board, we knew he will do as he has promised. Apart from commissioning this building, 20 new Prado jeeps will be given out to judges who need them. I think we need to clap for His Excellency. It is on this note that I like to respectfully invite the one we call Ukodo, the Right Honorable Elder Sheriff Francis Orokwedo Oberoli JP, Governor of Delta State, to give his address. Thereafter, invite a special guest of honor.
Please sit down. Please sit down. Your Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, GCFRO, former President, Federal Republic of Nigeria. My Lord, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, here represented by Honorable Justice M.O. Bolaji Yusuf, the presiding Justice of the Court of Appeal, Asaba Division. You are welcome. Distinguished Senator Nen Wonko and other members of the National Assembly here are here in large numbers. Other justices of the Court of Appeal here present, former Minister of Information, Labaran Maku, here, who is also a former Deputy Governor, the Speaker, Delta State of Assembly, my Lord, the Chief Judge, Justice, Honorable Justice, Tessie Diaye, the Deputy Speaker, Delta State of Assembly, my Lord, the President of Customary Court of Appeal, the State Chairman and members of PDP Delta State, honorable members, Delta State of Assembly, they are here, honorable justices of the Federal High Court, and justice of the State Judiciary, members of the State Executive Council, learned senior advocate, chairman of the branches of Nigeria Bar Association, retired honorable justices of the Court of Appeal, and judges of the State High Court. Let me especially also recognize the former CJ Smith and Marshal Mukuru that are here. Members of the learned profession, your worships, members of the National Rulers Council that are here, our royal fathers, respected members of the clergy, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by expressing my deep gratitude to Your Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, GCFRO, the former President of Nigeria, for graciously accepting to be our special guest today. I note with delight that both in and out of office, Your Excellency has remained a great Nigerian patriot, statesman, and unique leader. On behalf of the government and people of Delta State, I thank you for your friendship, partnership, and sustained interest in the progress of our dear state and Nigeria in general. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I address you today with a deep sense of responsibility and fulfillment. This is because the completion of this High Court building is another promise made and promise kept. Today's commissioning ceremony classes a journey that began 25 years ago when the idea of constructing a befitting High Court building was mooted in 1999. Though the work commenced, but due to negligence on the part of the contractor, the building collapsed. However, in 2014, under the leadership of former Governor Emmanuel Eweta Odwanga, the project was revived and construction began in earnest. The immediate past governor, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, accelerated work on the building. When I assumed office on May 29, 2023, the building was at an advanced stage of completion, excluding furnishing. In line with my promise to complete all ongoing projects inherited from the immediate past administration, I took this project as one of my priorities. It was my intention to commission it as part of my 100 days in office. Thus, I inspected this project on the 23rd of June 2023 and 31st August 2023 to ensure that this edifice was speedily completed, furnished, and made functional. This, however, was not possible. I inspected again in April 2024. To the glory of God, we are doing it now as we celebrate our 1 year in office. It is of a truth that out of the three arms of government, only the Judiciary was lacking a befitting building complex. This motivated me to hasten the completion of this project. I am glad that today the narrative has changed for good. The implication going forward is that the cause of justice will now be better served for the greater good of all. As a government, we have taken steps to further ensure that our judges and associated staff not only operate in a conducive and enabling environment, but as also provided with the necessary tools that complement the functionality and prestige of their offices. In line with our more agenda to boost labor force productivity, this facility is provided with a 350 kVA generator and 150 kVA generator, and is also connected to the Asaba Independent Power Plant to allow for uninterrupted power supply to the building. I know the Chief Judge requested this, and he has made that in our statement that promise that I made, I've kept to my promise. It's also my pleasure to also present to our eminent judges 20 brand new Land Cruiser Prado SUVs for their use. Let me also stress that this is another promise made and promise kept. Regarding the request made by my Lord, the Chief Judge, I want to assure you that at the appropriate time, we shall look into them. And you know me, when I make a promise, I always keep to my promise. We are partner in progress. There's no request that you have made that have not redeemed. I listened to you carefully. We will do the needful within the limits of available resources. My Lord, the Chief Judge, I know your high standard of maintenance is not in doubt. I always admire your dressing, your courage. And I know that this edifice will be put to use in a good way and will keep to the standard. I also listened to the former CJ who said that some people will just build and will not maintain, that there should be special budget. Because that was when when it was CJ. This time is different. This time is more. So I assure the judiciary I'll put in my best. On this note, it is now my honor and privilege to invite His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFRO, former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to make his remarks and perform the commissioning ceremony. Thank you and God bless.
Please be seated. Please be seated. Please be seated. The sun is so... My Lordship, the Chief Justice of Nigeria, in this occasion, ably represented by the Justice of the Court of Appeal, Asaba Division, thank you for coming to encourage the Governor and the State. His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, thank you for your good works. The Speaker of Delta State House of Assembly, thank you for your leadership. The Chief Judge of Delta State that we are celebrating today, thank you so much. The President of the Delta State Customary Court of Appeal, thank you for your leadership. The former Chief Justice of Delta State, I will listen to you. I have to thank you. And when I was in office, I increased the retirement age of professors and some level of judicial officers. Listening to you so vibrant, I wonder why you have retired. If I was still in office, probably I would have extended the retirement. But we enjoyed your speech. You are now talking almost like one of us. Thank you so much. Senator Ned Uru and Senator Ned Woko and other members of the National Assembly here with us, those who are serving and those who have left, thank you for joining us to celebrate today. Members of the State Assembly, members of the State Executive Council, advisors to the Governor, other senior government functionaries are here with us, our traditional rulers, our beautiful women of Delta State, and our gallant youths of Delta State. I'm happy to be associated with this program. First and foremost, I'm pleased to be here today to join the Governor and the Chief Judge of the State to commission this beautiful project. I think this is the third major project I'm being associated with in Delta State. I commissioned the Government House when I was in office. I also commissioned the Federal High Court Complex when I was in office. So, Governor, thank you for inviting me to be a part of this unique ceremony. And this is a part of your one-year anniversary program. And I have to commend you principally for your focus in terms of infrastructural development in this state and your commitment to continue with projects and programs of previous administration. In some cases, when people take over power, they tend to abandon projects initiated by the previous government. And when you do that, you push the state backward because public funds were invested in those projects. And it's better, yes, you can audit the project. If there are some of personal interest to the previous administration, you can suspend them a little. But there are some that are very fundamental to the growth and development of the state. And we expect anybody who takes over government to continue. And you are doing exactly that. From the history of the project given by the Chief Judge of the state and you, this project started in 1991. And you are the one who has crowned it. Congratulations. It is always good for us to improve the working environment of judicial officers. And from the advert, they have not entered. But from what the advert I was and what the CJ herself have said, this is a befitting edifice that has all what it takes to host judicial officers of this level. And I believe if you go across the country, this will be one of the best. I have to congratulate the governor, the government, the judiciary of Delta State for this. I'm happy to be associated with it. So for governor, you are doing well, and please continue in that. The master of ceremony did mention that when you were the speaker, you returned 500 million on spent money. And I tapped you that is a certificate you have gotten that is more than a PhD certificate. Because it's not easy for a public officer or even a civil servant to refund money to government. In most cases, it's extremely difficult. And as a speaker, you're able to do that. That shows that you're somebody of high level of integrity and you can be trusted. Continue to manage the resources of the state in that manner and use the money the way that it will affect the people. For CJ and the judicial officers, luckily the CJN2 is represented here by the presiding justice of the Asaba Court of Appeal. Today is a day that we are celebrating you. And the governor promised that the other things raised by the former CJ that he was going to look to it. But like he rightly said, that this is an edifice of justice. Nigerians are always expecting the best from the judicial officers. I just returned from South Africa on Sunday, 2nd of to observe the elections that was held on Wednesday last week, 29th of May. And one Nigerian journalist interviewed me, and one of the questions he asked me was that, what are South Africans doing regarding their elections that we Nigerians can emulate? Or what are we doing that they can also emulate? I said I discussed a few things with him, but this is not a political environment, so I wouldn't want to bore your ears. But one thing I told him was that, look, one key difference between South Africa and Nigeria is that if a South African loses election and he goes to court, it's very, very strange. Lose election and he proceed to court, very strange. But if a Nigerian politician loses election and you don't go to court, it is very strange. It's very strange. And this is serious. Even when I was a vice president, Nigeria and South Africa, we have a binational commission and we are celebrating 10 years. So there was a program we had, and the deputy president then was a lady. Our cases stay in court for a very long time. Of course, that one even has affected the tenure of some states. You have off-season elections and so on. So I wanted to know from her, what do they do in South Africa? So I asked if system to conclude these elections at the end of voting. See, that's the vice president, a very senior member of the African. First, as if what I was telling her was so. But they said, why should somebody go to court after losing election? So she was surprised that in Nigeria people go to court after losing election. And why should it happen that way? The judiciary will help us. But my thinking is that 50% of those who go to court because they felt they were cheated by the electoral management system. They were rigged out. And when you feel aggrieved, naturally you have to go to court. So assuming the elections are properly conducted, they know they failed the election, but they feel they can use the judiciary to declare them winners. So if the judiciary don't declare people who don't win election that they are winners, that remaining 50% too will not go to court. In South Africa, the electoral management body will never compromise, and they all know. So if you lose election, you just wait for the next election. You don't need to go to court. And because if you go to court, the judiciary too will not compromise. So you'll not get anything. So over the period, nobody goes to court when they lose the election. And Nigeria, I believe, politics. After election will stop in this country. On this note, let me commend the governor again for your commitment to developing the state. The young ladies and the young men that entertained us demonstrated. Yes. Yes, you will say they are entertaining, but they are speaking to issues. And from what they themselves have said, people are happy with what you are doing. Continue in that spirit. And let me also plead with my brothers and sisters from Delta State to continue to support the governor and the government. There are some people who believe that they must bring a government down for the purpose of politics. When you are struggling to bring a governor down for the purpose of politics, you are bringing, because the governor or the president is sitting over public resources, and everybody must encourage him to succeed. And we as a nation can grow. Whatever you think, the next election, you can contest. But while somebody is there, please let all of us encourage that person, work with that person to make sure that the state develop, the country develop. On that note, I thank all of you again. Whenever I come to Delta State, I feel I am in my state because you receive me very, very warmly as one of you. On this note, let me formally proceed to commission this edifice for our use.
Your Excellency, please, those that we go on a guided tour with His Excellency, they are His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan, our former president, His Excellency the Governor, Right Honorable Shariff Obolewole. We also have the Honorable Justice Balaji Yusuf, representing the CJN, Justice Diaye, our CJ, Justice Ungozi Ojubwana Rishedere, the President of the Customary Court of Appeal, His Excellency Labaran Maku, Mr. Speaker, the Commissioner for Housing, SSG, and the first chairman of the Traditional Rulers Council. Then we go on a guided tour. Please hold on. His Excellency wants to cut the tape. Thank you. Yes, indeed. His Excellency, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, GCFR, will move on to unveil the plaque. He's going to unveil the plaque now. Thereafter, go on a guided tour. And like I said, His Excellency, Mr. President, His Excellency the Governor, His Excellency former Deputy Governor, Labaran Maku, the Honorable Justice Balaji Yusuf, Honorable Justice Diaye, Honorable Justice Ojubwana Rishedere, Mr. Speaker, Senator Ned Nwoko, Commissioner for Housing, the Secretary to State Government, and the first Chairman, Traditional Rulers Council. Justice Samuel, Justice Samuel, especially. The Honorable Prince Johnson Erijo, this way, sir, this way.
Honorable Anthony Elekokuri with the scopist. Honorable Anthony Elekokuri.
All of them forget me to do. This man only protocol. Where is it? Sam. I have this man joining us. No. Who's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. This man is in protocol. I don't put you there. Red Martin.
Thank you. The guided tour is going on. Bishop Ahere, I'd like to welcome you, especially, my dear Bishop, see me, I did your front. Honorable Chief Innocent, say who is here. Papa, you see our chairman, Innocent, is say who is here. Moving on. It is great. To God be the glory. Yes, our God secretary, that is a say who is here. Prophesy. Is the secretary Argon? Yes. Honorable Isaiah Isiowa, Argon chairman. Dr. Ebenezer Okorodudu, welcome. Monday Hokama Odigwe, my chairman, welcome. Monday. That's my chairman, Honorable Monday Hokama Odigme, Chairman Eka Northeast Local Government Council. We have already started celebrating. Please. The Dangote.
Wadamli sherifi bikoyere. Wadamli sherifi bikoyere sherifi kobiro. Wadamli sherifi bikoyere sherifi kobiro.
Welcome. When a messer.
Wagini fawario ikwori data wa ugoro fodo awakaro ugoro fodo awakaro do.
Live scenes from Asaba in Delta State, where the governor is celebrating his first day anniversary with the inauguration of the High Court complex that's ready. The images in there, we can see ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, as well as the governor and other important dignitaries having a tour of the Delta State High Court. The building itself is 5 stories high, has conference halls, chambers, a library, a Zoom room, computer laboratory, public and private elevators holding cell for suspects, a registry, a canteen, a car park, and male and female convenience apartments. This is something that the governor had already spoken about when he marked his 100 days in office and said that it was going to be inaugurated on or before the 29th of May, and we're seeing that happening today, June 4th. You know, this in itself is a symbolic significance, a milestone achievement signifying, you know, like I said, a major milestone for Governor Sheriff Obuori's administration. It does serve as a tangible representation of his government's progress and achievements during or within the first year in office. You're still watching Newsday. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.